So we choose type to add to these labels. And sometimes too, we can come in and add shape. There's so many different possibilities. Now, what I really like to work with a lot is the Adobe, the fonts that come with Adobe. So we can come to type and I can go to add fonts from Typekit if you have this, if you are working with the Creative Cloud. And you'll find that you'll get a lot of different fonts with your Creative Cloud subscription. Now, again, you can work with the fonts that you already have loaded on your computer. And there are so many other websites too that you can go to for fonts as well, many of which are free. So I'm going to come on in and I'm going to add some fonts. So I'm going to grab my T for type, and I just want, I don't want to put it in the area. I just want the good old type tool. So I'm going to click and I can see that it comes on in. Now I want to change the color, and I'm going to actually choose the same color. I want something closer to my stroke. But before I do that, I want to come on in, change the size, of course, and I'm going to change the font that I have here. I'm going to go for Blenny. Let's go for Bungee Regular. And Cortado is one that I like. Both Cortado, Blenny Black, and Bungee Regular are from the Typekit. And a lot of these other ones are from other areas as well. Okay, so I'm going to come on in. I'm going to go for Cortado. Why not? And I'm going to add my type, premium. Goods. There we have it. I'm going to move this on over. I am going to align it, center it. Now, let's say I want to open up, coming on into window, coming on down to type, and I want to take a look at my character window as well. This is a really great window to have and to work with. And what I want to do is I come in and I can set the font size right in here. I can work with the kerning if I want to look at between two letters. I can look at the tracking, putting more space between my letters if I'd like to. And I can also take a look at the leading. And if I wanted to bring these two a little bit closer together, that would be the way to do it. Now I also want to come in here and change the color of the font as well. So I'm going to come on up in here and go for something a little bit more like that. Premium Goods. There we have it. Now, what I may want to do as well is select both of these and center the type right into the center. And maybe I want to come on in and add a little circle if I'd like to. Hold down Shift, little circle here, zoom it on in. And I'm going to select, deselect. Now I'm going to select this shape. Now if I hold down Option, I'll grab a duplicate, move this on over, and if I hold down Shift, it will line up perfectly. Maybe I'll bring this over just a little bit more like so, release, and I'm going to move this one over a little bit as well. All right, so there we have it, our first label with Premium Goods. All right, let's add another set of type, look at a different set of font. And how about if we go for highest quality in here? So we'll say highest quality guaranteed. All right, coming on in, I'm going to start with highest. Okay, now I'm going to let this one just be its own line. I'm going to grab my T one more time, the T for type. I'm going to write quality. Okay, and I'm going to add my last word, which will be guaranteed. Again, I've written these all three separately because I want to change them up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to click on to highest. I'm going to make this, if I come on into my character window, I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. Highest. Now I want guaranteed to be the same as this, so I'm going to, which is really kind of cool, grab my eyedropper and click, and now guaranteed and highest are the same. And I'm going to make quality larger. Oopsie. wrong one. I'm going to make quality larger. So I have highest quality guaranteed. All right, I'm going to grab all of these guys and I am going to align them. Okay, great. I'm going to put guaranteed a little bit further down. And I'm actually going to add a line. Why not? So I'm going to grab my line tool. I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to add a line right here. And release. Okay, now I need to turn on the stroke. So I'm going to come on in, turn on my stroke. Coming on in, clicking on off to see what it looks like. Taking highest, moving this up a little bit. Now I'm going to duplicate this line. So again, I can hold down Option, bring it on down, hold down Shift, and bring it on in. Actually, I'm going to go down a little bit further and bring this one on down. All right, so now as I take a look at quality, I'm thinking that I want to change the font. So I can turn on my caps and I'm going to change it from Cortado and I'm going to go into Bungee Regular. Okay, that one definitely doesn't work. So sometimes it really is about trying different things. So I think I'm going to go for Georgia. I'm going to go for quality. I'm going to put on my caps lock. Quality. Excellent. Now as I look at this too, definitely want to make this smaller. All right, and I think that I'm liking what I have. Highest quality, guaranteed. All right, lots of possibilities. I am going to go through and add my type to the other ones. And again, every once in a while I can add a shape. I can add, another little decorative element to really add to the way that the label is looking. Thanks so much. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to speed up the video as I continue to add the type. Okay, so as we start going through, we can see that we can choose our type, work with our character window, move things around, change the font of the color of our font, add a stroke if we'd like to, experiment with a lot of different options. And so as we keep moving through, we can see that we have other choices to make as well. The size of the font, the placement of the font, what it is that we're actually going to say. What you'll see that I do a lot in this video is that I work with the actual eyedropper tool. So I use that when there is a font that I have styled in a way that I like. I can just grab the eyedropper and go over and click on the stylized font and it will apply it to that image. Here I'm working with the rotate tool, adding in some shapes for some visual interest, choosing what to write on here. Great deal coming on in here. Working with a star for the word sale. And we end with 2 sets of labels. And again, we can use these in different ways on websites, print them out, use them in real person. Lots of possibilities. Thanks so much for listening and for being here. And don't hesitate to send any questions. Take care.